contain?
My guess is that it contains a contract. But it's merely a guess. I have never opened it.
What sent you to this tomb?
I must admit, curiosity. When I heard that there was a family that was damned, well, fly to honey.
Wasn't seeking this contract, or was this something you came in with?
No, the contract was here. It is a secret, perhaps. A contract, perhaps, between some of these Adelas. One branch of their family did, well, turn from their faith of the five-faced god and others to worship the Lord of the Nine.
Asmodeus is a god of contract.
Yes, yes. He can make many of your dreams come true, of course, if you sign the right contract and agree to the right price. Faustian pacts are commonly held on scrolls like this. This one, however, I think is special.
Would these sorts of tubes be trapped, cursed, these sorts of thing?
Oh, most certainly. And for one to be bound in gold suggests that it is most important. Whatever secrets are contained within might be able to move mountains. A figure of speech.
When we find the legless elf, you might be able to get a job with him.
A,
Working with
a legless elf. How fascinating.
Apparently he's a gladiator.
He pauses for a moment. Gladiator, yes.
Oh, how long has he been in here?
He hasn't say. He hasn't said.
Why don't we take a look at what this contract says?
Ah.
Although I will need the elves to also gaze upon it.
Perhaps you and I could take a gander at it first. The elves don't seem to be... They may not like its contents.
Sierra knows how to get things done.
Yes, the one that uses shadow magic to her ends. A very peculiar elf.
What do you know of shadow magic?
Shadow magic is, well, frowned upon by the Imperium in these parts. The cause of all sorts of conflict.
Do you understand the value of a shadow priest in a war against shadow?
Oh, yes, you do not hear me complaining. In fact, I am rather intrigued. I did not know that a god like the one who shines the light of the moon upon the world and brings art and laughter and music would grant spells to one who switched. He smiles. And that lovely creature that lives in that locket of hers is just divine.
Renee stares for too long without blinking.
Please, perhaps you can invite her
A
here.
war long ago.
May we open the scroll upon the holy altar?
Preferably no. Apologies.
Very well. And he follows you out.
Yep.
Renee and Kamos obviously were talking because they were there for quite some time as the rest of you were having dinner.
See, the one thing about, like, going into the back room with Renee is you don't have to be as worried about, like, charms and dominates and the, like, acting weird.
He clears his throat and then looks towards Renee and smiles.
Renee is going to...
There's a spring in his step like a kid in a candy store or Christmas
Renee's
morning
going
kind of thing.
in Shadow Tongue,
Yep.
call Zero over and ask her to bring Zeta.
Okay. What is it? They wander over. Zeta is... Yeah. Zeta scoffs at Kamos. Kamos smiles back.
The Adelan contract was found here.
Zeta... Turd face. Psst. Psst. She said turd face.
Gonna assume herself. I was gonna say Evander's dead, but what can I do for you?
She gives you a look like, do you want to be acid sprayed?
Grizaak's thinking. He was thinking.
Okay.
I could have said this, but too soon.
She basically drags Grizaak over.
For a wife.
Oh, we're gonna open up something. I'll be ready.
Firstly, we're going to detect magic on it. Renee's going to pull it out of his quiver. Look.
Okay, there is a moderate divination upon the seal, and the rest of the gold scroll container does not radiate any magic.
Okay, I'm going to have... I already rolled my spellcraft against this thing, and I did not know what it was. That's why I just stooshed it away. Zira and Zeta will roll theirs. 23 from Zira, which is why we called Zeta over. Zeta... 28. Oh. Fucking Grizaak.
What are you rolling here, son?
Spellcraft.
Well, not the spellcraft use of spellcraft, but let's see what we get. And what did you fail on? Ooh boy. 33?
There's a chained contingency spell that sends 3 sendings.
There's 3 sendings that'll come out of that. Didn't you see it? Or see those little pencil marks there? Those are 3 sendings. You can see 3 to it.
Do you know where they go?
Let me never look at here.
They have 3 specific beings that they go to, and they have the same message. You don't know what the message is, and you don't know who the beings are.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. I have no fucking idea. Same message, you know. 3 different things.
Well,
They might come and fuck you over for opening it, but who knows?
Interesting. I suppose we should attempt to dispel it.
I can try. Do you want me to try?
1 second. You should. Yeah, you have the highest. You have the cash level item, so yes, you should try.
So it's a D20 plus 12. I'm casting Dispel Magic Raider.
Okay.
27.
27 is minus 11,
16th
16th level caster. Okay. The seal did not dispel, but one of the sendings went off.
Went off? Like,
Yep, yeah. A third of the seal has kind of bubbled, and the sending has, like, been triggered, and you see a spike of divination magic that goes off. Or is it evocation for sending?
It's evocation.
Yeah, evocation.
You go to the stream for a sec.
Yep. Give me a second.
Thanks, Shay. Yeah. Sure.
Oops. One of them got triggered.
Anonymous, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Channel. I can try again, but I
Renee-
say fuck it, just open it.
Renee will attempt to disarm the other one, like with
Like a
trap,
like a trap, okay.
like a trap.
Spell level, DC, and then a little bit of shifty magic. So 33 is the DC.
Guidance.
This is for another third of the seal.
Yeah, I'll cast Guidance on Renee.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sure. 45.
Yep, you're able to break the seal, and Grizaak notices through detect magic that the seal is and the magic is broken. You spoil that sending.
Okay. One more.
One more.
Yeah, recast.
I don't think I set it off.
Failed
but I did
within
not break it.
3. Yeah, you're having a hard time. Kind of like every time you go to touch one of your tools towards it, it looks like it's going to melt, and you're kind of like, oh. And then finally, you manage to siphon off the magic, and the contingency goes into your pin. You could hear some like low devilish voices kind of chattering away in infernal.
So,
It sounds like a bunch of numbers.
who do you think that the first one went to?
3, 9, 4.
No idea.
Grizaak's starting to cast on himself.
Okay. The scroll is the type where you kind of unfurl the writing, and you can see that there are some words.
Okay.
Like the seal is now broken.
All right. Start to unfurl the scroll.
Okay, you unfurl the scroll. The thing allows you to kind of read bits and pieces at a time, kind of like you're actually like
Yep.
scrolling through it. The paper is weird. It looks like it has been written on something's flesh. The flesh is reddish and has silvery letters. The language is in Imperial Common. And there's a gigantic font that says, "Warning to unauthorized mortal readers. The contents of this document is not intended for your eyes and understanding. Reading any further may result in persecution and ruin by both mortal and immortal agents of multiple planes and powers. In addition, only those listed under the witnesses to the contract shall remember the contents of this document. The authors, signatories, and witnesses of this document named herein bear no responsibility for your actions. You have been warned."
Oh, let's fucking read this. Ooh.
Who's Mr. Big Pen? Oh, Mr. Big. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Mark's like, "Read it!" Alright, are you going to continue reading it?
I think we are.
Okay,
I'm just
the
gonna
next
go get some.
the next line says, "This contract was notarized by the official notary council of Dis and ratified by the independent codex of Clockwork Mechanus."
So this is a lawful, neutral, lawful, evil contract.
Do you continue reading?
Yeah, let's fucking do this.
Yeah, one more page.
Okay, you kind of.
It's a page turner.
It's awesome.
The following glyphs are proof of contract between the Grand Infernal Arbiter Zozar on behalf of anonymous infernal powers, herein referred to as the Malefactor, and the mortal named Cadamus Dalem Adela of the Primaterial World Tarak, hereafter referred to as the Maleficiary.
The fuck is a Zozar? Knowledge Planes Zozar?
Sure.
Because I've got a Zeta.
This is some of Azadul's internship while he's dead.
That's funny.
Azay, why'd you leave me, Azay?
37.
Zozar is the name of a pit fiend, a greater pit fiend.
What makes a pit fiend greater?
Known for crafting the most brilliant faustian pacts in all of hell.
Okay, stop reading. Zira, let's get out of this room.
Where are we, by the way, when we're reading?
Kind
We're
of just
not
standing.
in the.
Yep.
We're just in the middle of the thing.
Alright, can anybody here cast Mage's Private fucking Sanctum?
There is a sanctum behind us.
Shut the fuck up. No.
Okay.
Alright, I'm glad we did not read that contract.
Oh, we haven't read it yet.
Yeah.
Do we remember the name?
It's getting hard to remember Zozar and Cadmus Dalem Adela. You keep on having to glance back at the page.
Does Renee remember it?
Yep. He's having a hard time. Well, give me a second. Yeah, he's having a hard time remembering too.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, if it makes us forget it, then why do we care? Read the fucking thing.
Looks like, yeah, I'm gonna go sit over there.
Okay, one more page.
Okay, the pages that follow are now a legal contract, and you're like, what the fuck does that paragraph mean? What the hell does this mean? What the hell does that mean? You need to roll a knowledge arcana, a knowledge planes.
Knowledge Arcana 37, Knowledge Planes 37.
You're just taking 10s, or?
I'm just, yeah, Zeta's taking 10s.
Okay. What follows is a Faustian pact made with mythic magic. The mystic, the pact speaks of an imp being used as the paper of the scroll. The language speaks of 3 beings that were used to remember parts of this impressive pact. And your knowledge planes, the 3 beings are the fragmented 3, which are the spiritual aspects of a solar named Chasandriel, who led an angelic crusade against the lower planes long ago and died during that campaign. These 3 spiritual aspects are now Cassissian angels that are used as mimirs to remember the 3 aspects of this pact. Do you understand some of the words I'm saying, or do you need further enlightenment?
I need a mimir. That's what I don't know.
A mimir is something that never forgets what it is told.
Okay.
A Cassissian angel, 37, remember those helmet angels?
Yeah.
They remember everything that they're told, and they're kind of dumb, but they can be the spiritual remnants of a greater angel. And apparently the Solar died, and the devils reused the leftovers to store this 3 parts of the mythic pact.
Nemi's just asked for a thing in chat.
What are you doing? Why to use my point to make high-ranking devil to appear? A bunch of devils have already reappeared. I'm going to finish reading this. Yeah, Gallus Helmet was a Cassissian devil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The last part of it is, and the offer to the maleficiary, which is kind of like beneficiary, but mala,
Yep.
shall be named and remembered by the first, and the price and conditions immutable shall be named and remembered by the second, and the malefactor shall be named and remembered by the third. And this scroll has the names of each of those 3 angels that can be used in summoning spells to conjure. Their true names are written into the Asmodean scroll.
Cool. So we could summon the angels that know the names of the parties.
Yep, if you wish to further delve into this insanity.
Why would it be here if we didn't? We're supposed to.
You would know the offer, you'd know the price and the conditions immutable, and you'd know who sponsored this. Steve, Brian, and Tim. This is Mark.
So it's like calling. What's the spell called?
Planner ally, or
Planner
maybe. So there is the full Asmodean scroll, and I don't think there's anything on here that you didn't already figure out. So I'm just going to move the Asmodean scroll into copy pasta this into your documents.
How many hit dice does a Casmian devil have? A Casmian
Cassissian
angel?
I'll look that up in a second. Where do you want me to put this?
In party pages?
Okay.
It's in there, but it's one of those, you might make a note that if we can't remember it, then...
Well, you can just write it down yourself, right?
Because it would be useful if we were able to do this with a 4th circle spell, as opposed to the 6th circle spell.
Ah, fascinating. Very fascinating, says Kamos. You guys are all looking at the scroll, so you're remembering it, but when you stop reading it and go off and do other things, it seems to
Go away.
Hmm.
So, bits of angel looking to Zeta to like correct him if he's wrong. You call them to figure out the parties at hand, and then I suppose with that information you can call the parties.
Or you'd know what this whole deal is about. This is powerful magic. This is... He shivers.
You right there, buddy?
Oh, I just got a bit of a shiver, not something I commonly get.
So I wonder if this tomb was a way to protect his soul from the fate. Assuming that the malefactor wanted the maleficiary's soul, as something is tradition, or maybe the maleficiary's family of souls, that spike might be preventing the conclusion of this contract.
Very interesting theory, my dear. Legalese, the language of the devil.
Rolling with the devil. So if the I wonder if this really was a punishment per se. Or an intentional punishment. Have we seen a shadow rip here at all? Like, there's no evidence of that.
Nope.
Hmm. Is your curiosity satisfied there, Camils?
Oh, yes. Would you like me to hold the scroll for you?
Son of a bitch doesn't shut up.
I'm not seeing a good reason not to let the Asmodean hold this. So we'll roll it up the tube and.
Are you serious? I don't know what you can do with it, but I don't trust him. Sorry, buddy. You mean you're looking like a devil, so what do you want me to do?
Ah, yes. I am most often judged like the cover of a book.
Yeah, tell me. I know how I feel.
Rene will hand the devil the scroll. Or
Okay.
hand
He holds onto it like it is like a holy relic, and probably is.
Yeah.
It only pains me that we broke the seal so that we may learn more about this. He stops for a moment. Faustian pact? He says with a question mark, and kind of the slowly. It's getting hard to remember what the last part was.
In case of calling spells, open scroll is like what we write down as a note.
Okay, you're making some notes?
Yep.
Okay. Zero is making notes?
Yep.
Okay, mark down on your character sheet that you have notes about Asmodean scroll.
Okay.
Somebody knows.
Yes, the poop shaman knows.
Given that the sending had to cross planar boundaries, we'll just roll this set of.
Marty rolled one Swedish fish in a empty shot glass.
No, I ate my Swedish fish already. No, I had 2 dice.
D6 and a D4.
The DM is allowed. It is one tool in his toolbox. He's allowed to decide to roll things behind a screen.
Exactly. You just need something to make sound.
I rolled them. You didn't hear them?
That's what I said. Make sound.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to...
Did you even look down? Just deciding things behind my screen. Yeah, exactly. Oh, funny.
That stuff is very fun when in person. I think we rest.
Okay.
So you're saying that you came in here for adventure?
Ah, yes, for things like these, of course.
How were you planning on dealing with the Medusa?
I suspected that there was a Medusa here. I did not suspect one as powerful as Suasandra.
She was not a very good archer. Her skills were overrated. Okay. I think we like rest for the evening.
Yep. Are you conjuring rope tricks again?
Yep.
I'll make the. Actually, do we all fit in one yet? No, we don't.
Sparky counts as Grizaak, so. And MFA counts as 0. So I think you do.
Yes, we do count as one rope trick.
Are you all up in the same rope trick?
Sure.
Is Renee staying out or in? Kamos is actually going up this evening.
Renee will go. Actually, Renee will stay out.
Okay, Renee will stay out.
Yep.
Perception check, Renee.
Okay. $35.
At what point you thought you heard a scrape along the stairs a little bit further up, and maybe some wings going.
Okay. We'll make certain that we're still hidden and.
Yeah, the rope is still there. It hasn't moved.
Okay.
Since your companion has disappeared up it hours ago.
For the next X number of whatevers, he's not distracted.
And then you kind of lull yourself back into.
Yeah, this evening, Renee will. Well, not for at least a good couple hours after the sound. Will actually take off his armor to check that his body isn't decaying or something underneath. You know.
Yeah, Renee, you're fine. It's all kind of staying in the same spot. You spend another day in this place. At this point in time, Arlen and his group are probably wondering where you guys are.
Yeah, they're all dead.
I don't know if there are any sendings that come.
I think there was a sending of like the shadows. Didn't we send? There was a sending
There was a sending that Arlen made.
that we should have got like yesterday, and it might have come back with nothing.
Yeah, if we're done with the if we're done our like
The other party has already done
By now?
the crypt of Duke
yeah, they
Caramel.
would have sent one or two sendings a day to see what the hell's going on.
Okay, so a sending gets through. Who are you trying to contact?
Zeta.
Probably not Nibbles. It'd probably be Zeta. Okay, so give me a percentile roll.
Yep. 56.
Yep. Arlen has sent Zeta ascending to the effect that the shadows are out. Well, you tell me. What does Arlen say to Zeta?
Yeah. Shadows roaming land. Nothing urgent there. What are they called? Shadows? Are they just called the shadows or ghosts? Like, what's the name for them?
Shadow.
The shadows. Shadows are. Shadows have escaped. Okay, give me a sec. Shadows of. It would be shadows free in lands. What were they called? Shadow agents. Active in our world. Edward died. We in Terraslane. Or we in Citadel.
Okay, and then Zeta returns to Arlen. Deaths on our side, still in tomb, very dangerous. Going to continue to explore a few days at most.
Okay. He'll do sendings. He'll prepare sendings from that point on. Continue. Do you need anything? How's it going? Should you come back if you've got deaths? Who the fuck died?
Yeah, Arlen's learning that the sendings aren't very
They're not very
accurate.
effective. Yeah.
Sounds wrong.
Okay.
What do you mean somebody died? Who died?
I didn't say deaths. I said Edward.
It would take up 4 words in the sending to say all their names. So, next morning, you guys have been here for what, 3-4 days at this point? What are you guys doing?
That was our second sleep. That was our third sleep.
So your third sleep. You've been here for 4 days, and then there were a couple days of travel around the weird
had some
chaos
extra travel.
stuff. Yeah. So you guys are kind of into the next block of
late.
week. Yeah.
We're late.
Yep.
Okay, let's see where the summoning circle or the teleport circle goes.
Cool. I'm gonna make sure your tokens are there. We'll go back up to the necropolis. Yep, there you guys are.
We're gonna snook out there, see if there's any ghosts that need to be shot in the face.
No ghost yet. This is 3 sleeps since you've destroyed them. None of the ghosts have reformed. Where are you traveling?
Okay, we're gonna go up to
The green marble lion-headed entrance, the pale granite building with the nautical motifs, or the gray basalt simply functional building.
Okay, so all 3 circles go to the same place, is what we were told.
That's what you were told.
And we don't have the key for the forked tongue.
Correct.
And we need all 3 keys to go to like the extra layer or something.
Yep.
Well, let's go in the forked tongue.
This last one?
Well, we can go to the cross-eyed one, sure.
Oh no, sorry, the fork tongue. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, you walk inside of the nautical motif chamber. You can see the big mosaic / teleportation circle, the fork tongue Medusa crest. You know that you simply just need to stand on the circle to go where this teleportation circle is keyed.
Yep. I think we're going to cast a couple of buffs. I'm going to get kicked out of my current space.
Okay, go ahead and cast buffs. I know there are a lot of characters, so I'll give you guys a moment to do that while Marty runs to the washroom because liquids. Just drink a lot of liquids.
Alright. It's buff to the nines.
Okay. Hello, stream. Stream's on it. Okay. Alright. Hey, Nemi, how's it going, guy? Alright. Let's buff the shit out of our shit. Come on. Hurry up. Wow. Okay, there we go. Wow. My fucking computer's really slow. What the hell? WTF, mate.
Oh, that was fun.
Say, lots of fun.
Cool build, Fox. Envoy of Balance. They found the on the Medusa. They found the funerary baton that allows them to teleport and plane shift out of this place. So they are, for a while, until they found the Medusa and defeated her, weren't able to leave. But the spirits of those who died can't. So that might pose a problem. So raising them outside of this place may be bad. And then Nibbles hinted that even raising inside this place might also be bad. I'm going to...
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly how to get these guys.
So you're buffing. You're putting a bunch of spells on. Let me prepare.
So, might I recommend some spells that Zeta cast, Ahmed, if you don't mind?
No, don't mind at all.
So she should probably cast a heroism on at least herself, and potentially her auntie. And probably Kaylee, if you want to keep them from dying.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move the tokens...
it's the traps I'm really worried about, not the monsters.
To a different map. I'm going to grab them if you stop editing in whatever state they're currently in from the necropolis. Yeah. You done editing?
My computer just went really fucking slow.
All right. So I'm going to go back to the tomb level and expose a hall that you can continue your spellcasting in. You did all your buffing before going through.
Okay. Okay. Radimer.
Radimer's dead.
I know. I'm grabbing a couple of wands off of his sheet.
Oh yeah, that's. Use the treasure. I mean the loot. I mean the gear.
It's not really. Your companion's fallen stuff is gear. It's not treasure. It's not
Look at all this treasure, guys.
Okay. The mage armor wand. How many people do we have?
Holy shit. Sorry, my screen's frozen, so I can't help you right now.
Including familiars, you've got 4, 8, 10.
Everybody gets a mage armor except for Zira, who's already got bracers.
Grizaak's putting his own shield up.
Okay. I'm not editing the token, so you guys can edit away.
And I'll put the mage armor wand on. So put this on Zeta's sheet.
I'm going to close map tools and reopen it. Faustian, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Good. I think my shit is back. Good. Alright, good. Let's open up tools again. Okay, so Zeta spells. They're the same spells that she had prepped before. Just removing stones.
She doesn't prep. Everything's spontaneous.
I was thinking of Edward. He dead.
Okay, the priest of Asmodeus is casting a few spells on himself.
Okay, so we'll leave the greater invis till we actually get into trouble.
What do you think? A death ward? That's probably appropriate. Freedom of movement.
Heroism, mirror image. Heroism 1, 2, 3. Mirror image. We'll wait on that one. See invis is a good one. Thank you.
Kylie's like, don't forget about me.
Yeah, she's got a heroism.
Oh.
Okay, so which map are we on, sir?
It's gonna be very sad. Sad day.
Of Dismas?
If any of
Is
these
that the third
characters
one?
die.
Oh, not that one. Jeez.
Well, we brought some more cannon fodder just in case somebody could feel good by killing something.
Which one are we?
It's just been so long. I think I've got my. I'm slaked.
I'm good for now.
Good for now.
Are we? Which one are we on? The Necropolis? Did we just move around in Necropolis?
I centered you on H1.
I had to close map tools. It was messed up.
Okay, well then you're probably updating your spells in the wrong place.
Thank you. There we go. Okay. So,
Alright. So, cast some shield
here was
spells.
mage armor. Thank you.
Got a mage armor going. There's been lots of ghosts. So
Hide
we're
from the
going
dead.
to...
Hide from the dead.
We don't have our necromancer.
Balls.
We're going to death ward... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we do that? 6. I don't know if I want to spend all my fucking force on death ward. She's gonna cast death ward on the 3 elves,
Okay.
Who? This is okay.
and then she can cast more on others if it's needed. So Zeta and Callie both get death ward.
Nice.
Okay.
And Zeta. Okay, I'm gonna just put see invisibility on Zeta because if you miss it, you're
I did.
fired.
Oh, I didn't put it in, but it's cast.
Yeah.
See invisibility. I was like, hey, let's not do what we did yesterday.
We're going to magic circle against evil on Kali
Yeah, it's a good idea.
and Murgovane. Now I know Murgovane is actually like
Put it on
super
Murgovane.
tough, but like his will save's really good. You know
Will
what?
Save? His will save is good?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, his reflex it calls. Right.
She's also going to cast it on the Druger. We cast a major armor on him, we'll cast the magic circle against evil as well.
Okay.
I'm assuming that you're okay with shadowy blessings.
He nods in his helmet.
Yeah.
Mark.
Durst.
So life bubble and airwalk is going on everyone. Life bubble and airwalk is going up on everybody.
Oh.
You guys don't mind if I just roll initiatives for you guys?
Yes, please.
Go for it.
10.
I think we're gonna enter the gungeon.
Okay.
Shield of Faith, Arunius. Shield of Faith.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, there's a tie. Renee will be first. Renee will be second.
So can I cast the Call Lightning Storm and have what's his name using it? Sparky. Hmm?
That's an interesting question.
What's that, sorry?
Can I have Call Lightning running and have Sparky using it?
Have Sparky using it?
Yeah.
He can concentrate on your spells for you. Typically that's not concentrate, but that sounds cool. Why not?
You're my man. After killing Nibbles, you're my man.
I'm just the rules engine.
The adjudicator.
Yeah, I'm just the engine, the game world engine. You're like, thanks, Unreal.
Okay, so I've got Death Ward, Call Lightning Storm.
This is indoors though, so it's not.
It's fine. I'm giving him something to do.
Okay.
Well, if you're worried about traps, you might want to put the heroism on Renee as well. Just saying.
Skynet, Marty. Rule of cool indeed.
Yeah, she'll put it on him as well. Why not?
Okay.
Heroism.
He's got a feat that allows his familiar to concentrate on spells for him, but
he doesn't really have any spells that are concentration.
yeah.
Oh, my shit is blowing up.
Boom! Done.
And it's like, can I stick the storm thing into the storm familiar because my god created the storm bond between us? And I'm like, well, you said storm 3 times, I guess so.
It must be right.
Okay. So
Makes sense to me.
Since Renee doesn't have to cast upon ammunition anymore from his oracle spells, he will cast more divine favors.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're casting divine favors before going through the teleportation circle, or?
Yep. One right before going through the teleportation circle.
Okay. Just in case something bad happens.
Yep. I mean, I want to keep a couple for the inflict spells, but that first teleport is usually when you get butt sexed.
Anybody want to get enlarged?
Flauvang maybe, but I don't know how Flauvang do.
Murgavane, probably?
Oh, Murgovane. Shit, I've got Murgovane. Give me a second.
Murgavane. We'll get one from
Let
Grizaak.
me check.
Oh,
He uses Righteous Might. So
Righteous Might lasts for
rounds.
a round. This will last for I think it's minutes.
Okay. So he's got Divine Favor, Shield of Faith. What does he have for rings and shit like that?
Should have a +2 ring.
He has a +3 ring.
+3 ring. Okay, that's better.
So he's good. He's gonna cast a Bark Skin. He's gonna cast a Bull's Strength.
This is the one thing about Pathfinder that after so long, it's fun to cast lots of spells, but it takes a long time to do.
We're almost done. German shield.
Well, when you forget to, your face gets wrecked.
Yep.
Because it's when the bar for expected power has gone up and you're not performing at the right.
Who wants a fly?
Who wants to fly?
Yeah, we all have what's it called?
Oh, airwalk. Maybe that's
Airwalk.
what Kamos puts on himself.
There was a communal airwalk that went up as well.
Communal airwalk went
Okay,
up.
cool.
And what was the other one? Life bubble.
You know you make me want to shout. Stick my feet up and shout. Come on now, yeah.
Your feet are disgusting. Look at those toenails, says Callie. Yeah, it's almost like you do need to make a prep list, and you go, shunk, here's my...
Yep.
Done. I used to do that with Lemmy. Like we say, okay, we're gonna do this dungeon on Saturday. I'd spend a day and make like, this is Lemmy, this is
Ooker did that as well.
Ooker, this is, and this go. Boop, boop.
Okay, you step upon the teleportation circle, and in a brief moment, after a flash, you find yourself in a different chamber. The Great Dome Chamber is home to hundreds of funerary urns of every description. Housed in niches along the walls, the dome ceiling is 30 feet above you and decorated with images of imperial aristocrats engaged in passionate debate, locked in duels, and poring over great tomes together. A carving of a Medusa face decorates the floor at the room's center, flanked by two trio of stone sarcophagi. There's an archway to the north, or map north, that opens into yet another chamber where you can hear the sound of fountains. And you can see one of the fountains. Your magic is blazing as you guys all came through. The familiars, if they're flying and trying to teleport, you actually instructed them because you knew what the teleportation circles do. You have to be standing along the floor to have it activate.
Yeah.
First, I need a series of perception checks from the group. This is also something we could probably automate, but
That's perception checks.
what are your 10 perception checks? Who's got the highest?
36 for Grizaak.
Okay, Grizaak notices that in the two eyeballs of the teleportation circle and in the mouth there are keyholes. Not quite as large as the funerary baton keyhole, but there are definite keyholes, one in each eye and in the mouth of the carving that is the location where the teleportation circle had deposited you.
I know where we're supposed to put the keys now.
I have a 37.
37. Okay, so you notice the keyholes right away.
Yep.
When you guys teleport, and Callie coughs, and some of you are moving around. The dwarf is not very quiet in his armor.
Yep.
You heard like somebody is dumping a bathtub onto stone floor in the next room, and it's echoing like a lot of water moving around out there.
Go take a look.
Okay, give me so the round of arrival, and then you kind of lingered around there for a little bit, looking around the room, spotting the keyholes, and now it's the second round. So move your tokens. Callie kind of moves up like this.
He's gonna have his bow out, and he's gonna take a look.
Mergovane just moves up and has it ready.
So, Grizaak is an earth elemental that's wearing an ice breastplate.
Okay, ice armor on top of Vlauvang takes a step and realizes his steps are very echoey and just stops. Kamos Lorne just goes off to the side.
You can just walk on air, buddy.
Zura and Maffei are going to basically go and hide at flanking the door.
Mm-hmm.
Grizaak's 5 feet up.
They're both stealthing.
Oh, invisibility.
And then Zeta. Ahmed.
Yeah. Zeta's going to fly over to here.
Okay. Renee and those near the door, Mergovane, can kind of hear that the pouring water sound is coming off to the left of this gigantic hall.
Is this place also magically lit? A little bit, or no?
The fountains are providing a ghostly blue light in the chamber that is beyond. You catch glimpses of the next hall. It hosts a vaulted 50-foot ceiling above, supported by large buttresses of stone along the sides. They're lavish murals that occupy probably 30-foot stretches of the wall above the vaults, depicting naval confrontations between Imperials and the native ships of Tarak, which were several eras behind in technology.
That doesn't necessarily make the battles great. They're just big.
Okay, so you moved into place. What now? You still hear a lot of water pouring out somewhere over here.
Okay. Renee will go.
And now you can hear the clacking of what sound like insect claws. Like,
Do you like a craft? Renee will sneak around the corner and take a peek.
okay, give me your stealth check while everyone else is. I think Callie's going to try to sneak behind you.
Yeah.
Peeking over your shoulder.
Renee's stealth in armor is 42.
Okay, and then Callie, which I'm going to give Datum.
All right.
Because he's got a stake in.
You're not dying.
Sure.
Don't die. You're stealth. Oh, you're not very smart. I'm sneaky. Plus 4.
Just watch their faces when I describe this next.
24. Sneaky.
24? Okay. The two of you, she's kind of like trying to like lean over Renee, and she's having a look. There is this gigantic being of water that is pouring out of one of the fountains. It is titanic and vaguely humanoid in shape. It's pouring out of this fountain here, swirling and standing up. And you notice that there's a blue glowing man that looks like some sort of captain that is in the middle of the watery elemental being.
Is this a summoner synthesis? There's a ghost captain inside of an elemental. Yar, the schema elemental mateys.
And then the clacking noises is coming from what only can be described as fell crustacean people that are clacking out of the back rooms, 2 hallways. They look really vile with tentacles floating out of their faces. You notice that there's a particular ship that seems to appear in most of the naval battles. It's like the dominant ship that appears in some of the naval scenes. Its main sail proudly flaunting the mocking Medusa.
It is apparent that none of your assembly is of the blood, so I must conclude that you are thieves. Thieves!
Says the ghostly form from within the big-ass elemental. I think at this point in time, what was everyone else's actions while these two were stealthing?
Well,
Glovling's just moving towards the wall. Excuse me.
Zeta balls.
Kamos
Grizaak.
coming up the side.
Oh, you already rolled for us. Oh, right.
so Zira is gonna. Oh, that's what she does.
Marty,
Yep.
I made a mistake. Grizaak's been running with a -2 perception. I have not included that. I completely forgot about that.
It's fine. You saw the keys. That's all right.
Okay. So sort of just, move forward and got the stealths. So I think we're. Oh, Murgavane is going to. Let me check Murgavane's stealth. I think his stealth is also like V5 faux fum. Murgavane has yet to come.
Is he gonna righteous might himself, or?
Yeah, I think we're going to
Murgavane.
I'm thinking I'm sailing away.
So, Renee, you're the only one with the divine favor up, or are there any others that I should track?
He's the only one who cast it so far.
Okay, and then righteous might. Murgavane is what level?
He's a 11th level oracle.
Okay, righteous might. Just ticking off on our sheet when things go off. Okay, the first to react to this madness is Renee, because, well, actually there was no surprise round because it sees Cowley and it responded. So Renee, you lost the tie against the Elder Wave.
How high is the ceiling here, Marty?
30 feet in this room, 50 feet in the middle of this room. The Elder Wave begins to move forward, carrying the ghostly spirit with it.
Okay. It's not swimming, so I don't know how fast it goes.
No, it's really slow. It gets to here. And sloshing around inside of the creature like it's like a goldfish inside of a bowl is the spirit. The spirit does have what looks like a falcata in its hands.
Huh.
There are like little fish and things inside the water elemental. Arr! He's waving his blade, and you get to act a brief moment before the ghost inside the elemental does. Renee.
I'm fairly certain that
There be thieves! Ah!
yeah, there be thieves. All right. We're gonna
Sloshing of the water of the earth, of the water elemental. It's big.
we're gonna basically
Holy shit! Says Callie as the thing's coming close to it.
Renee's gonna pump arrows into the elemental just to see if he can hurt it.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I'm not 100% convinced I can. Or actually, we'll aim for the ghost with the first shot and see what that does.
Sure.
Yeah. Right. Now, we don't have the same buffs as before, so 24, 25, 26, minus 28, minus 3, minus 2, AC 31.
You end up striking the elemental.
He hasn't gone yet, so he's flat-footed.
You end up striking the elemental. The arrow stops and hits the water.
Okay, does it hurt the elemental, or is it just
Oh yeah.
nothing happens?
Can you do more than 10 damage?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you splashed a bunch of water off of the elemental.
Alright.
But the ghost is simply is moving around inside the elemental, and
2d8 plus 6 plus 6.
DR10 / nothing.
Yeah, that's what I assumed it was. So 18 damage to the elemental. I'm assuming the elemental is not chaotic.
Nope.
Alright. I suppose the rest of
Oh
the
yeah, you gotta like leave your hiding spot and fire a bunch of arrows. The ghost didn't see you, and he's. And then he looks confused for a moment, like what are we gonna do here?
What are we gonna do here? What's my plan, Stan? AC 35.
Or you just continue attacking the elemental?
I'm just going to. The elemental apparently has to go down first, so let's explode that. 28 minus 3 minus 2 minus 5. AC 35 again, so 2d8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. 26 more damage to the elemental.
Okay, it's hard to tell how much damage you're doing to it, as it's just water that comes off the elemental. You think you're hurting it. It's flinching a little bit. Okay, this creature, the drowned ghost, points at Callie, and...
Bring the brine of the sea to fill her airbags.
She needs to make a fortitude save, DC 20. As murky water begins to fill her lungs.
Alright. Does he have to do it defensively or anything? Or is he just immune in his little...
It's a supernatural ability. He doesn't have to do anything.
Alright. Is he evil?
Yes.
Okay. It's a fortitude save, you said?
It's actually at the start of it. Oh, Callie is right. Water's just pouring out of her mouth. She looks worried. So it's on her turn that she makes the save.
Air bubble.
She's got air bubble, which might prevent this, but I don't know. Or she has a life bubble.
Let's have a look at life bubble.
Life bubble, yeah.
Life bubble, Pathfinder. Subjects can breathe freely, even in underwater or a vacuum, as well as making them immune to harmful gases and vapors.
Yeah, this is drowned, though.
So this power is... You know what? She's like, something's wrong! Okay, so it tried to drown Callie, and she just has water pouring out of her mouth, making her sound stupider. Okay, and then both Callie and Renee need to make will saves. This is another supernatural ability. The DC is 20, as your limbs and arms and torso feel like you are soaking wet and like feeling very sluggish, like a great amount of weight is being put upon you, like the weight of the sea.
This is something that can affect an undead?
Yep.
Okay. Right. 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 from Kali.
Okay. Callie is considered in medium load.
Okay. And Renee's is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 28 from Renee.
Renee shrugs it off. Okay, she's like, I was feeling really heavy as water's pouring out of her mouth, and she's all waterlogged, and okay, that was the ghost. Grizaak.
Alright, it's time to haste you, you bastards.
No two of which can be 30 feet apart.
I know. So I'm gonna decide on who I grab.
Our warrior cast seems to have sort of clustered.
Yeah, it's either yeah, exactly. Great job, guys. Freaking fantastic here.
Could be this big group.
Zeta can get that other group.
You could get Sparky to Kamos to Renee. You can get this huge triangle.
Yeah,
you can get everyone who uses attacks.
Yep.
Yeah, so everybody. In
Hasted Maffei. Oh my god. Strike.
Based. Sparky will set off a lightning on this guy. SR?
No. The elemental gets hit by lightning.
Is it windy in here?
Nope.
Not windy enough. Is the storm stormy enough to make the lightning powerful?
That might be a future power or a feat or something.
Possibly.
Let Sparky be considered a
Okay.
storm. That's a pretty cool feat.
I was actually thinking of the big water elemental thing, but that's also
24.
Does it get a reflex save or anything like that, or?
yeah.
Call lightning storm. Yeah, it's got a
Reflex negates, I think.
SR. Yes, reflex is half.
Oh, nice.
21?
Wait,
No.
no. Well, Sparky's doing it.
No, it's yours. Your spell.
No, he's getting broad, but 24, baby. I'll pound right in your ass.
Okay, so there's lightning that courses throughout the elemental. 8 is 52, 20, 72. Okay, significant amount of damage. Water spraying all over the place.
Does it hit the ghost?
Nope. Zeta?
So my caster level's 14. That means I've a lot of those left.
Zeta, I'm not telling Ahmed what to do, but
Sorry. Grizaak's go, because that was Sparky zapping the elemental.
Grizaak hasted.
Oh, okay, got it.
Grizaak,
haste.
haste on you guys. So Rene, Callie,
Zeta.
Zeta's gonna do Bart Song.
Okay, move action.
Okay, Adam, can you get the 3 of Vlau, May, and
Yeah.
get those guys? So Bart Song goes off, and then she's going to. She's not invisible. She's gonna cast invisibility on herself.
Okay. These creatures are going to...
Or greater greater invisibility.
teleport here and teleport to here. The clacking, weird, horrible smelling fish crab things have just appeared to either side of the opening of the doorway.
Crab people.
That's
Crab.
all they can do. Let me check to see if they have any auras. They don't, unless they cast spells, which they don't. Yep, they appear on either side, which may be bad for them. Vlauveng is just going to try to hack into one with his axe. He actually sticks it right into the creature beside him. Let me check the DR.
The non-magical axe probably doesn't get through it.
Yeah, we'll say that he does 10 damage. Whack! And on his second attack, he misses. I'm gonna play him without having built his character sheet. So his axe is glowing weirdly. He did something to it with magic that you guys don't understand. But he's hacking away at the strange crab demon thing that teleported in. Maffei.
Well, Maffei is gonna 5-foot step over and just see what happens when she touches a tentacle demon a couple times.
Okay, its touch AC is a whopping 14.
Okay, don't roll 1.
As this hideous cross between a lobster, an octopus, and a human.
Okay. Does it have anything that would stop strength damage?
It is immune to death effects, which this is not, and has no other immunities, and there's nothing defensive that it can do against this. So roll 2d6.
10.
Oh! Its 25 strength becomes 15. its clawed hand's gonna go down to its side. It's trying to snap as you do 10 strength damage to this weird creature. It does not look happy. Murgovane.
Murgovane is going to use a move action to grant himself some feats.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to take lunge and vital strike and improved vital strike.
Murgovane's tail flicks. He's got the dwarven war axe in hand.
And then he's going to rage, and as part of the rage is going to cast Mirror Image. Because I think that just happens when he rages.
Yep, it lasts for as long as his rage lasts.
Okay. Could you roll a d4 plus 3, Ahmed?
Yes.
I prefer yes, but yes, I guess works.
4.
Okay, so he's got 4 images. And then he's going to vital strike lunging attack the giant wave of water, because I think that would be funny.
Okay, so normal, you can get that square here with a lunge, which it does have a cover, because you're attacking around that corner. The water elemental has AC 28, so AC 32 with cover.
All right. Murgovane has a War Axe with Rage, Bull Strength, Arcane Strike with Power Attack. Yes, so it's a plus 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I think that's correct. Just check the token. Yes. All right. AC 34?
Yeah, he cleaves off a bunch of the water. There's less room for the ghost to move around in.
68 plus 32 plus 3 plus 3. Minus 10, so...
Whoa, he is like Nibbles.
He's like Nibbles, but harder to hit. 59 damage.
59. Okay, 130, 41. Okay, this water elemental, it doesn't look like it's doing too well. I think you bloodied it with that. Zero.
These demon things don't look like they have reach, do they?
Nope, their claws look really sharp.
Yeah.
And the tentacles look icky.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if water things have good will saves. I think that's what elementals are known for.
What you doing?
I'm going to cast Shadow Trap on the water elemental.
Shadow Trap?
Shadow Trap.
That's a cool one.
Okay. Is it the one that pins its own shadow to the ground so it can't move from its spot?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need a...
It has no SR, and it has a will save of +5.
Oh, lovely.
It rolls a 12. Does that make it?
No.
Okay, so the water elemental is pinned to the ground by its own shadow. And can't move from its spot. The ghost, it looks really angry at that.
Yep. And it's also entangled, so minus 2 AC. Minus 2 to hit.
Okay, the Elder Wave. Is Callie on this list? Callie is not on this list.
Run away, Callie!
What is Callie's initiative?
Callie's initiative is +4.
Okay, go ahead for Callie.
All right.
It might feel like she gets to act again real soon.
All right.
She's third last in the round. No big deal.
Okay. Callie will. She's in a heavy load.
Medium load.
Medium load. I think she loses. I don't know if she loses anything with that actually. I think she loses her brawler's AC.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna close the door. It's definitely hobo hour.
So it's going well. So far.
Okay. She's going to. I'm going to play her like Mark would. Swift action, enter boar style.
Okay.
And then as a move action, give herself the grapple feats. And then it would be grab the Pisca demon with the strength damage.
Come here!
Where are you going?
It looks surprised when it's being grappled. Normally it does the tentacle grab.
It doesn't grappling. Hey, look, who's got cute tentacles? So she's got a plus 17. I think that includes the feats. Give me one tick to see if she's always. I think grapple training. Don't know if that includes the feats or not.
Greater grapple is total +4 on the CMB.
Yeah, so I think, well, so she has a +4 on her CMB for grapple, but she doesn't have the greater grapple feats in her build. She has other powers like grant bonuses, so I think she's a +21 base.
Unless Boar style does it.
Boar style. Give me a second. Boar style is you can deal bludgeoning or slashing, and if you hit an animal twice, you can do more damage.
Okay.
Okay. So it's 1d20 plus 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Its CMD with its strength loss is 27.
37.
Okay, it is grappled.
I got you. Next round, she'll like grapple to move and switch spots.
Nice. She is grabbing it by its claws and kind of like, why are you hitting yourself kind of thing. His water's still just pouring out of her mouth.
Oh, that drowning power. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. You welcome the
Yo.
spells that I didn't earn.
Renee. No, then it's now the Elder Wave,
Yes.
who is ground to the same spot. So
Whirlpool that, you son of a bitch.
yeah, it's going to just try to slam Renee a couple of times because Renee is doing a lot of damage to it.
Okay.
It's grappled, so -2
-2.
or 1. Okay.
-2.
AC Nat 1 and AC 34.
Miss.
It critical fumbles.
Eject your passenger. Vomit up your ghost friend.
Wow, that's very specific.
Captain Blue Balls gets vomited out of you.
Come on, this is cool.
Oh, it is cool. No. This is awesome. I wish I thought of it.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
I like the acid-resistant devils or demons that are I think it's angels that are riding inside the gelatinous cube.
Frustration. You take -4 penalty on attacks for 1 round. So it's stuck at getting frustrated. So -4 attacks.
At one point, I wanted to have Lemmy riding a huge tiger standing on top of a colossal T-Rex.
Yeah, it's kind of like sloshing, like something's keeping it there, and it's trying to lurch forward. And the face looks all angry and kind of roiling into itself and splashing around, and then the ghost is right up the edge of it.
I think
Renee gets to go.
I think it gets to now at the end of its turn roll its saving throw again on Shadow Trap.
Okay. Does a 7 make it?
No.
It's frustrated.
Oh no! Sorry, it's a full round action for it to attempt the save.
No, it's not. It's trying
It's
to.
just going to stand there and punch.
Renee's a little bit wet, but there was force behind the blow, and there's a lot of sea salt in the air.
We need to get through this watery shell to get to the juicy, tasty, nutritious ghost within.
Renee, your go.
All right, so
Haste the bard
Haste
song.
with Bard song. So
Bard.
it's a +32, -2 for dead point blank, or -2 for rapid, -3 for deadly aim. AC 29.
Its AC was 32 cover, 28 is its AC, so you do hit. Plus it's grapple, so or
Yeah.
not its grapple,
Entangle.
tangled. So yeah.
Okay, the haste shot hits. The rapid shot hits. My tertiary, secondary, whatever shot hits AC 28. So that's
Shitty rolls, but still enough.
just don't care if they're shit as long as it's enough. So 2d8. So they all hit. So many shot. Many shot. Okay. So 5 arrows in total. 5d8 plus 30 plus 24 is the damage. 86 damage after DR.
Woo! 7 and 80 is 227. I think you might have just killed the elemental. 220 and 227. Yeah, the elemental is now on its side. It's losing some water, but it kind of collapses into this weird, like squished beanbag of water. And the ghost is kind of crouching down in it, and he looks really pissed off. A little fish goes by in front of him.
The ghost is taking cover inside the...
Yep. It's now the ghost's turn. I think the ghost is going to go directly from the drowned, from the elemental into the wall here. And he will peek out. Which means that Murgovane and Vlauvang and Maffei need to make a save versus the heaviness aura.
Okay. Vlauvane is immune to load. Well, not Vlauvane, Murgovane, and I think Vlauvane has heavy armor on.
Yeah, so this does one of two things. It either increases your load by 1 step, or increases the armor category by 1 step, whichever is worse.
Oh, okay.
A creature already carrying a heavy load or wearing heavy armor can't move from their square, or can't move.
Oh, this guy's horrible.
I'm wondering how this stacks with, like... Anyways.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's a will save, you said?
It is will save DC 20.
Okay. Is it mind affecting?
It is a supernatural ability. This is no. It's called Heavy Aura.
Murgovane gets 30.
Okay, so he shrugs that off.
And Vlauvang...
Just roll D20. You add 8.
Okay. Vlauvang, I think, is stuck in spot.
Yep.
Wait a sec, he's in mithril armor, isn't he?
You gave him mithril armor, so it's considered heavy, which means that...
He's the fighting dwarf who doesn't care.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, which means that it would be... He's considered in medium load. That's the worst of the two conditions. So he's medium load. I think that's like reduced movement or something like that. But he's waterlogged.
Dwarf.
Yeah.
He's dwarf, so...
now he's actually going to... So that was his
sorry.
move.
Maffei,
Yep.
who's not corporeal, but I guess you could be wet in the ethereal plane.
Yep.
Her will save is...
It'll probably just slow her down.
Yeah.
Did Murgovane make it?
Yep,
Yes.
Murgovane made it. Yeah,
Maffei
Maffei is in medium load now.
Okay. She's... We're going
They're
to-
all dripping water. Okay, so this is him popping his head out, and then he... Oh, where is he going to go? Oh, this doesn't bode very well. So, movement here, and he'll come out underneath the ground and up here. I guess that means Zeta and Kamos need to make their saves.
Okay, I'll roll a... Kemos has probably a pretty damn good save. Kemos rolls a natural 20.
Okay, he's immune for 24 hours. And then Zeta, Ahmed.
Zeta's gonna make balls.
I believe Zeta does not have balls, but she might.
Tonight. Alright, so we'll save. +2 from hero. Is it?
Heroism. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a
Okay.
champ.
She makes the save, so that's good.
Chicks will not work on me. I don't play many female characters, so.
No, and it goes sideways every time.
Very obvious. Very obvious. Stick to it.
I
Stick
didn't
to
catch
Grizaak,
what he
buddy.
said, but no, I'll just ignore it. Just ignore
Don't
it.
worry, it was okay, but it was
Okay.
It was good to go. He's badly executed. It's like the most awkward female ever. Right here.
Okay. Is going to try to hit Zeta with a touch attack.
What do you see is touch attack, eh? Balls.
she's got Death Ward up.
Mage. She's got Death Ward up.
So this is corrupting touch from a ghost. Let's have a look at. I think this is where we remember it's physical aging.
It's
This damage is not negative energy. It is manifest in the form of physical wounds and aches from supernatural aging.
it is nonsense. Okay, it's the nonsense damage.
She does get a fortitude save for half, though.
Yay! That's good.
DC is 20.
That's not.
I'm pretty certain that's not including all of her bonuses by far, because we put a bunch of saving throw items on her.
Okay.
But,
She
still not
took
gonna
she
make it.
took 21 negative energy damage as the ghost hit her.
Well, at least we know that ghost won't be surviving till next round.
Grizaak.
Why, you fucking prick.
I don't have any more thieves here. Thieves.
Blah, blah, blah. Alright, Grizaak's gonna plug this guy up.
Grizaak's so fun.
Yeah,
Importing the Doomsday characters into this campaign was the right call.
Did a good thing.
Yeah, that was a good thing.
Let's do this. I don't want to hit you with that. Okay, Grizaak. Okay, Grizaak's gonna hit. You're too close. Okay, he's gonna hit all 4 of these guys with lightning.
All 4 of whom?
The bad guys, the 2, the Cyclops, whatever thingies. Not the lobster boys,
Yep.
and the elemental. It's like a call. It's a call lightning ability.
Okay. Do you need to make rolls, or is there SR involved? What's going on?
These are yeah. So these are my
So this is like Storm Domain?
Okay.
domain ability.
Roll a caster level check to break SR on the crab things.
Crab people.
Okay.
Crab.
Plus
Walk like
so
people.
this is my- so I'm 12 because of the item, right? Oh. Balls.
Okay. The electricity washes up against the hides of the crab demons. It doesn't do anything to them, and then you hit the elemental.
The elemental and the ghost.
Okay, the elemental takes damage.
Does the ghost have the ability to see invisible things?
Why?
Zeta's invisible. At least it
14.
says so on a token.
It's greater invis.
Needn't put the aura on.
It does now.
Oh fuck!
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, we keep on all trying to do it. And
Okay,
doesn't.
I'm not touching Zeta now.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, no, she started Bartong and cast it last round.
That's
Yeah.
fine. He's got see invisibility. Or life sight, or something.
Something, yeah.
Okay, so damage on the giant being of water.
Yeah.
14?
Yeah, and then the ghost.
3 and 41. Let me see if this thing, what its con is. Oh yeah, the water just splashes as the whole thing discorporates. You kill the elder water elemental. and it turns into water. It's all wet.
Yeah, weird piss face.
It smells like seawater. And then the ghost. Is there a attack roll or just a reflex save?
Reflex save.
Reflex save, yeah.
Thieves! 21.
No.
That's,
Okay, so
Actually, wait, let me double check that. 18, 19, 20, 20. No, 22 plus my spell level.
nice.
Yeah, no. So do I have to re-roll damage or
Oh, the SR was 14.
the SR for a hit? Do I have to crack SR on the ghost?
Oh, no, it's the same roll. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, no, he doesn't have SR, and then 10, he failed, so do damage.
Okay, so 3d6. 11.
Okay, it becomes 5.
Sparky.
Yep.
He's gonna hit him with a 5d6.
Reflex save again.
Yep.
Boom! Gets 26 on his save, so
Oh,
6
son of a bitch.
6 becomes
Well, hold
3.
on. Who said he made it? 20 how much?
26.
26. Okay. This is coming as if I'm casting it, right?
Grizaak, yes.
So a call lightning storm is 5th.
So 15 plus your wisdom.
8, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Alright, he failed, so it becomes 6.
he's the super evoker.
6 damage.
Electro evoker.
Lightning begins to arc down. Whoa, says Callie. There's lightning bolts everywhere. Grizaak and Sparky are just lighting up the battlefield. Yeah, there's lots of activity.
Back over here.
The Pisco Daemons, the crab things. Okay, this one's going to react to it being in melee by rubbing one of its tentacles up to Callie's face.
No means no.
It's a horrible joke. It's going to do basically an attack. First thing is it's going to try to pinch her with one of the claws.
So just attacking in the grapple.
Yep, at -5 because it's strength loss. AC 23.
With mage armor. Oh wait, she's in heavy load.
Callie's AC is typically 23, and then she's got 24, 25. Her AC is 25 minus the medium load is. So Mark doesn't actually include the bonus that he has from his class in his AC because he doesn't keep this thing up to date, right? So it's a miss. It's AC 25.
Okay. The crab claw just isn't strong enough to close around her strong thigh, but the tentacle slaps her right across the face. It does 4 damage.
Okay.
And she needs to make a fortitude save versus the poison as it leaves some sort of
I should have delayed poison on everyone too.
numbing slime.
Alright, I don't want numbing slime. 20 plus 8 plus 2 for heroism plus 1 for having a better saving throw item around 18?
Nope, she is poisoned. She takes 1 con damage and is considered staggered.
Oh, you
That's
remind
not
me
good.
of a guy I know.
Okay.
That's no good.
Callie is staggered. Or poison.
There's a delayed poison communal?
Is there?
I'm looking it up. There is a. It's not in.
Okay, Vlauvang is continuing to hack at the thing that is attacking Callie. Just roll 2 attacks. 2d20s. Ugh. He would have hit. And he repositions a little bit. to get away from the ghost. Maffei?
The other Pisco Demon?
Oh yeah, that thing is just going to chop into the side of Murgovane.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to go full on attack.
They're not summoned, are they?
Nope.
Okay.
AC 23, AC 32, and AC 33.
Should be all misses.
His normal AC is, when raging, is 30. He's got bark skin, which adds 4, so that makes it 34.
Shield.
He's got,
Was it a wand of mage armor or a wand of shield? I can't remember.
it was mage armor. 1 second. So, magic circle against evil does not go better than his ring. The bark skin
it's
does that.
flanked. That's AC 25, AC 34, and AC 35.
AC 35 is a potential hit.
Okay. How many images?
4.
Okay. One of the images goes down. Oh, sorry. AC 34 would have dropped an image.
Yep.
And then it's D4.
Yep.
And another image goes down.
Okay.
Okay, then it 5-foot steps so that it could take out Callie, maybe? Oh, that looks like a hard corner. No, it doesn't do that.
Oh, come on. You want to be stuck attack with arrows. You get in there. You get in there and you fight.
It just shifts on Murgovane so that Murgovane can't 5-foot step out of the flank. Callie. Well,
Callie
she's
is
poisoned, so she needs to make another save.
already? Okay.
Yeah.
Callie's abilities. Oh, Callie needs so much training. Her ability score is 72. Alright.
The other guy is Oh, right. Oh, well.
26.
26. Yep, she's made 1 save. And I don't think she's staggered anymore.
Okay. So we're gonna basically pin this demon.
Okay. It didn't try to break the grapple, so I think you gain a bonus.
If Kai dies, it will be depressing. Natural 20. The demon is pinned.
Okay, you flip it upside down. It's upside down like on its back. Its face is in the ground. Tentacles flapping. It's trying to get up, but it can't do the push-up because Callie is too strong, and it just got shadow wrecked.
And we're going to then grapple to move it.
I got this one. Water still pouring out of her mouth.
Darsh'll grapple to hurt it. She hurts it.
Hitting it in its back with the back of its head with its own clawed hand.
1d10 plus 15 plus 3. 19 damage, becoming less than 19.
9.
9.
Murgovane.
Well, I've got lunge, and I've got haste, and you're a ghost, and I will smash you into tiny little ghost pieces.
Okay, so you're attacking the drowned ghost.
Yes. the thing that makes you drown by going blah, 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 blah. Yes. And is Camos threatening?
Yes, he's got a light mace in his hands.
Nope. Well, perfect. Alright. I don't know what the ghost AC is, but I'm hoping it will not be a problem. Murgovane, the bonus to hit is...
AC 24.
Lots. Okay, so it's more for the hits at the end of the chain. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 with the flank, 28 with the haste, 29 with the... So I'm going to do 20 plus 29. The first attack, AC 38. The haste attack. AC 42.
Swiping the axe through the ghost.
Tertiary attack is... Oh, let's hope it's dead before then. AC 26.
Would have hit. Okay.
Would have hit. Okay, so we've got 3 hits. 2d8.
Splash! Wham! And there's like all sorts of water and weird seaweeds, rotten seaweed smells as you attack through the ghost.
So the first attack does 48, becoming 24. The second attack is 45, becoming 22. The third attack is 49, becoming 24.
61. Yeah, you bloodied it after the second attack. 61, 81. Okay. It is. It looks very. Like each attack is splashing water out of it and becomes more transparent as you're attacking it.
If anybody's wondering why we slept like little babies, it's because of this kind of stuff.
Zira. It was. I was gonna make fun of you, but then I'm like, no, they're playing smart now. I'm not gonna bug them for making.
Mock them for doing the good thing.
That's right.
We've lost 4 people here.
Also that. Also that.
Yep. Could be better. Zira is going to cure critical wounds, the drowned ghost.
Okay, and then move to touch.
Cast move touch.
Okay, its touch AC is... I think it's just the same, 24.
Yep, unless it's got some ghost touch something or other.
Nope.
I gave it the bracers just before I got here.
Alright, so the bonus to hit is plus...
He's like looking like, no, trying to get away from you as you're coming forward with this blazing beacon in its eyes of positive energy.
16. He touches you 25.
Yes, it gets a will save for half of this.
Will save.
Will save is decent. 25 on the will save.
Okay, this is not a tenebrous spell, so that makes it. It was 21 was the DC.
Okay, so half.
48 plus 11 is 36, becoming 18.
18. Okay, it's really hurt. You force the magic into it, and it burns away a bunch of seawater, turns into crystalline pebbles of salt that go across the ground. He is barely there, like he's just peeking through the ethereal. Elder Wave, dead. I'm just gonna remove that from the initiative. Renee.
Well, we're gonna step here. Can I see that ghost?
Yep.
All right. El Ghosto Boomo Shudo Yuo.
He's getting 2 arrows from your mini shot.
He's getting the mini shot.
Thieves everywhere, thieves.
Thieves everywhere, thieves. Yeah, but it's there's a -5 on that. So AC 30.
Ah, yeah. You spread the. I think Ghost has 4 hit points left.
Well, Renee's attack does, because I don't... Screw you and everything with DR. Alright. 28 plus 22 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6. Does 50 damage.
Yeah, so
25.
25. Yeah, you basically put 2 arrows through it. A bunch of crystalline salt, the sea salt, hit the ground, and the ghost is no longer visible.
Okay, the rest of the attacks are going on the Pisca Demon.
The one that's up and trying to snip at Murgavan's back end, or the one that's being fed its own claw? Its claw is hitting its own head as it's face down.
We'll go for the one that's up.
Okay.
The other one's having a bad enough time as it is. The rapid shot hits. The haste attack. Ooh. AC 41 would have hit.
Yep.
AC 31.
That hits.
Okay, so 2 hits. DR 10, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 31 damage after DR.
Okay. The thing has a couple arrows sticking out of one of its claws, but it's still moving around.
My arrows are cold iron.
Yes. This one's DR good, though. So
Shit.
you'll need about 50,000 more gold pieces to upgrade it to +1 good cold iron. Pasco Adela is the ghost. He is gone from the field. Grizaak.
Do you think we released him from his curse so he'll never reform?
I'll just burn this whole place down. Alright.
The answer is yes. I can't grab D4s quick enough, though.
Alright.
Yes, of course he did.
So these things have a good SR, you say? One's already getting his face smashed in. Can I cast the same call lightning as from the same spell as?
Did Maffei go last round?
No.
Actually, I
We
don't think
skipped her. Okay, go do Maffei's attack.
We're just going to touch the thing a couple times.
Yeah. Hasted. Touch.
Oh.
so. How many touches?
Oh, does she have improved critical? Yet? Because critical time.
Yet.
No, not yet. Because we need more Bab. When we get Bab. Alright, touch.
2d6.
3 strength.
Huh? Balls rolls.
The first one was a good roll. I'm okay with this. If this was me being touched, I would be losing my shits with the casted shadows. Like, this is a horrible idea. This is a horrible precedent.
Some hasted fucking Edward shadows.
The only nice thing about this is the hasted shadows to attack you twice. They don't go into the ground like little assholes. You get the chance to destroy them.
5-foot step.
No, refuse. That's bullshit. It's too cheap. No.
Yeah. You can run your games how you want to.
Sure.
the second the tables turn, you're gonna do that trick. the second you have that power, you're like, that's what they do. You better write in your actions, motherfuckers. Funny. But no, Grizaak, what are you doing? There's still one Pisco demon that's having a hard time, and there's one that got a couple arrows stuck into it. It looks like it's still got some fight left in it, though. Yep.
So I was questioning, can I and Sparks use the same call lightning spell?
No.
So he's the one that's using it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's just do a lightning.
I'd let you take it back, though, but you're not doing it the same round.
No. I'm doing a lightning bolt.
Unless well, I have to reread the feat to see if you can resume on behalf of your familiar. I think you just pass your spells off to him.
That's funny when using the illusions to the mighty performance. You pass it off to your familiar who's got like the int of 5, and then there was a potato. Like it's just, I like potatoes.
So SR.
Sparky's pretty smart. He's got an int of 11. Like
Yep.
He's rivaling Grizaak in intelligence.
Crack SR. Can you give me
No, it's you crack SR once for the spell, so I don't think.
No, this is my. This is a lightning bolt. This is
Okay.
Grizaak using lightning.
Grizaak using lightning bolt. Okay, so you did crack SR, BAM! And you hit the side of the wall, and a bunch of these urns are broken. As is it a very aggressive lightning bolt? In second edition, they used to bounce.